Hi, I'm Kourtney Coleman, your intentional impact mentor, equipping you to get out of your head and make your intentional positive impact from the inside out. I want to share with you today how you can become your very own fear buster. So, how do you do that? Let me start off by telling you a little story. I used to have a repeating dream, a bad dream years ago. There was a man who used to watch me from a distance, and I could feel him when he would come into the area of the dream that I was in. And he would work his way closer and closer to me, and I could feel him, but I could never tell where he was. So he would used to sneak up to me and he would get me and pick me up, and then I'd wake up because I was so startled by this man. And I remember telling my husband about this dream and how mad he just made me that he would always sneak and get me, and I was really pissed off about it. So I was finally determined to get him back so he would never get me again. Well, I made sure that in my sleep I was still conscious enough to be aware that he was going to try to come and get me. So I was planning my very own sneak attack on him while he was planning his sneak attack on me. So this time I was going to get him. Now mind you, this was at least over a couple of years. I hadn't learned my lesson yet. And I'm sure you have had your examples and experiences where you kind of go through the same lesson over and over again. And I began to feel him, and this one day I got him. I will never forget this day. Oh my gosh, you would think that I won World War III or something. I felt so empowered. It was amazing. I told my husband, I think I probably told everybody, because they knew that there was this guy that was always sneaking me, and oh my gosh, nobody likes to be snuck, right? So when I got him, he turned around and looked at me like, "You're not supposed to be able to do this." And I beat him like he stole something. I mean, oh my gosh, this was so amazing, you guys. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. If you have never felt it, just wait. You are going to feel this in just a little bit. So, I never had to see him after I beat him. I mean, that was awesome. I was tortured for years, you guys. You have no idea how much relief this was for me. So I want to share with you how you can actually, while you're awake, become your very own fear buster. So you're going to be able to open up your own kennel, whoop your ass on whatever this fear is that you are dealing with, okay? So there are a few things that you need to know about first. And I'm going to try to tell you without overwhelming you, so I'm going to give you the short and condensed version, okay? So number one, you feel fear. Fear is an emotion, and it's really your ego trying to protect you from things. I know it might sound weird, but I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about it because I'm going to keep it light and short, because this is just a little toe dip into handling your fears. So trust me, it's just your ego trying to protect you, okay? Now, when you are emotional, you are expressing how you feel, okay? You're acting it out, you're playing it out, and you're not thinking because you're in the motion of acting, okay? So this uses a particular part of your brain, okay? So I just want you to compartmentalize. This is one part of your brain. Now, another part is your brain can only do one thing at a time, only one. So you know the lie that we believe that we can multitask and that we can be great multitaskers? Don't believe the lie anymore, because you can only do one thing at a time. Think about it. 1 + 1 and 3 × 6 and 9 × 7. Can you add all of them and multiply all of them together and put them all together? No, you have to do one at a time. Okay? So no more multitasking, because it's really not good for us and you can't do it anyway. And now, when you use your brain to solve problems, you're using a different part of your brain, not the feeling side of your brain. When you are thinking, you're using your cognitive skills to figure out problems. You're problem solving, you're processing, you're strategizing. You're not feeling, okay? So we got feeling, can only do one thing at a time, and we have thinking, okay? So here's another thing. You fear what you do not know. Now, the thing that you don't know is something you can't get a hold of. It's something in the future. It's something you can't grasp on. It doesn't have a shape. It's not concluded. It's unfinished. It's a what if. It's an event that hasn't occurred yet. Those are the things that you fear. You never fear the things that are in your past, okay? Because you already know what happened, okay? Now, I want you to picture this. In a state of you standing in a white room, where you have a white light and it's endless white all around you. There's no walls, there's no chairs, no nothing, just white everything. Like you're kind of floating, but you're actually standing, okay? You can't see the source of the light, no walls, nothing. But off in the distance, okay, you start to see something. And you're like, what is that? I don't know what that is. Is it moving? Is it coming towards me, or what is that? You see how I'm starting to squint? I'm trying to process what I'm doing. So it's getting close and I'm getting more anxious because I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's coming to hurt me. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I should do with it. I have no idea. So I'm trying to figure it out. It's not here yet. I don't know what it is yet. Do I run? Where can I run? Where do I run? Should I run? Should I be scared? I don't know. So finally it gets close enough to you for you to see the shape. And when it's coming to you, you see it's a hill, no taller than your ankle. Just a hill of grass for you to stand on. And you step up on the hill. And you say, okay, well, what now? It was just grass. Did you notice anything? Once we identified what it was, you began to think. You knew what to do with it. Or you weren't afraid of it anymore. So what does that mean? You shifted from feeling, I don't know what it is, how fast is it coming, should I run, should I go, should I do, to thinking, oh, that's grass. Okay, well, let me step up on the grass. Maybe I could see something different. You see the difference between the two? When you are feeling, you're not thinking. And when you are thinking, you're not feeling. So, you named the thing that you feared once you identified what it was. You assessed it and you were able to deal with it. And the fear went away. So, have you ever heard of fear and faith can't be in the same place at the same time? You can't do both of those at the same time either. You can't feel and think at the same time. You can't be fearful and faithful at the same time. It just doesn't work. So remember, you can only do one thing at a time. Now you have a choice to make. What do you want to do? Do you want to feel or do you want to think? So in its simplest form, you have just busted your very first fear. So not only did I share with you how I did it in a dream years ago, but I'm telling you how to do it while you are awake. So these are the steps that I want you to do. And you're going to take your worksheet that's going to be also on your screen for you to download and to just write and process, because when we're thinking, we're not feeling, okay? So number one, I want you to recognize the feeling. I'm fearful. Something scared me. What is this? Why do I feel this way? It's not venting as in I'm so pissed off at you or I'm so angry at you. That's not what we're doing. We're not venting because that's expressing the emotion. We're saying, I'm scared of this thing. This thing frightens me because whatever, it makes me uncomfortable. Why does it make me uncomfortable? We're thinking, we're processing, and that's totally different from expressing the rage, the anger, or the hate, okay? Then we're going to identify the fear. The fear of what? Okay, you're angry. Why are you angry? You're angry because you were let down of whatever. You're fearful that people aren't receiving you because of whatever. So we're identifying it. We're processing it. Name the fear. The fear is people don't trust me to handle the shipment. People don't trust me to handle the house affairs. Whatever that, may be. He doesn't trust me with the money, or she doesn't trust me to go out and come back, as if everything was okay. Face the fear. this is the fear that I have, and this is why I have it. So I need to make a decision on what I now need to do in order to not have that fear anymore. So in order for me not to have the fear that you don't trust me, this is what I need to do. In order for me not to have the fear that they don't believe me, this is what I need to do. Whatever it is with your situation, you're going to have to make a decision on how to handle the case, okay? So let's go back to the top. Recognize the feeling, okay? Because that's your alarm system saying, hey, something's going on. I'm feeling threatened here, okay? Identify what is making you feel that way. Name it. Put a name on it. Because when you put a name on it, the fear goes away, okay? And then I want you to face the fear. I want you to think about it. Look at it from different, viewpoints and see how you can handle it. Because when you look at it, you say, okay, well, let's try these different things and pick the best one for you that you'll be able to execute, that you'll be able to handle and no longer have the fear. Next day comes along, next week comes along, next month comes along. Because now, since you're aware of this, you're going to notice them. But what you are going to do is recognize the feeling, identify the fear, name the fear, face the fear, and determine how to handle it. And you're no longer going to be fearful about it. Because as soon as you turn around and see something, you name it, and the fear is gone. So, this has been a pleasure sharing with you. I hope you are as excited as I am and I was when I got the man in my dreams. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I have never seen him again. But to actually have this tool in my life and be able to use it just equips me to not be so fearful of things I don't have to be scared of. So you can take the power away from fear and you can be your very own fear buster so that you can go out and conquer the world as you see fit for your life. So don't live in fear. You don't have any reason to do that anymore. It has been a pleasure sharing with you, and I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Please come to my Facebook group, Striving Women, and let me know, what fear you conquered, or you can send me a private message and just let me know. I would love to know that this was helpful for you, that you got not only amusement out of my story, but that it just really helped you, because that is my goal in life, to equip you to be able to make your impact not only on you, but on others. Because when you're no longer scared of fears, people are going to notice, okay? And you are going to have so much more fun in your life, and so much more opportunities are going to present themselves, and you are going to be able to conquer the fear that would try to present itself to you. But you are your very own fear buster. This is Kourtney Coleman, your intentional impact mentor, equipping you to get out of your head and into action. You can visit my website at www.kourtneycoleman.com. Thank you, guys.